Some people don't understand why we do what we do. This is a passion, an obsession, a lifestyle only a few of us are crazy enough to live. We travel thousands of miles and go days without sleep just to fight Mother Nature in her worst conditions. This life isn't easy, and it requires countless sacrifices, but we live for this. And despite the effort, there's no guarantee for success, but you pray your hard work is rewarded with cupped wings and full straps. I'm Robert Douglas, and this is Comeback Calls TV.
Hey, I'm Robert Douglas, founder of Comeback Calls and Comeback Calls TV. Originally from Houston area, and right then and there, that's where I learned to waterfowl hunt. As a kid, I went with my father, and I went on one hunt that really got my attention. We're in a rice field, laying on some levees, and a group came by, we all jumped up to shoot, and honestly, I never pulled the trigger. And we shot one, and one kind of went way down in the fog, probably about a couple hundred yards away. And at the time, we had a dog, and the dog was mixed in with a black lab and Siberian Husky. And to be honest with you, we shouldn't have had that dog out there. But me as a kid, I wanted to bring my dog with me. So dog takes off. It's probably been a couple minutes that go by. We're wondering, man, I don't know if this dog's gonna come back. Sure enough, this dog comes back, prancing because it's proud, has this goose in his mouth, still alive. And I see this vision, and I see this dog coming back, breaking through the fog. And right then and there, I was hooked on waterfowl hunting. So after all those experiences I've had with my dog, I thought it'd be good to kind of open up my own dog training facility. I just thought that if there was some way I could reach out to other waterfowl hunters to help them train and to see the things that I saw and experience, you know, your own work at hand when you're hunting, I thought it would be beneficial to them. And so I had my own dog training facility and dog training services where I would meet with people so that I can actually show them one-on-one to say, hey, this is what you need to do, this is the do's, this is the don'ts, and just so I could try to help people and understand that there's more to waterfowl hunting than just killing birds. After that, I kind of faded out and started doing duck calls. But the same thing as dogs bringing back your kill, there's nothing better when you have a couple ducks come over you and you think you've lost them, and you hit them with a little comeback call in a circle, come right in, feet start dropping, they're cupping, and you call the shot and take them. That's when you know that you did it and that's your work. There's nothing better than that. So when you have your dogs working, you're calling to make the ducks come in, and you're calling the shots, that's when you have all the pieces together. And I'm telling you right now, that's what waterfowl hunting's about. Kill him! We're here in Houston, Texas. We're gonna do a little teal hunting this weekend, and I am so excited because these are the same spots, the same areas where I became addicted to waterfowl hunting. David Pruett was good enough to give us a call at Riceland Waterfowl Club to let us hunt this weekend. Now, I don't know if you've hunted here before, but this place is unreal. They're loaded. They've got teal everywhere. During the season, they're loaded with ducks and geese galore. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't hunted here, you're not hunting right. This place is amazing. Told you so, and we get to open up our season hunting here. You want to talk about lucky? We are pumped. But first, we have to get there. My hunting buddy Steve and I went to go pick up another buddy, Ty, from the airport. Road trip's going fine. Stop and get some food, ask if we ever need anything, got back on the road, everything seemed fine. Except for about an hour before we're to our destination, Ty decides to tell us that he doesn't have his hunting license.
So yeah, I guess I didn't buy my hunting license while I was in Florida and decided to wait till the last minute, so I don't care what he says. We're still going to Walmart and buying a hunting license. There's plenty of Walmarts in Texas, and we're just gonna buy one now. And it's all gonna work. We're gonna kill ducks. I ain't even mad about it. So he can run his mouth and be upset at me all he wants, but we're still gonna hunt, we're still gonna kill ducks, and I'm still gonna have a license, and we're gonna be legal, so it's gonna work.
So we ended up getting the license, get in there and get out of there pretty quick.
Let's go with purple because it matches my personality.
All right.
This means Rob can get off my back because now we're legal and we can go hunt.
Back on the road, end up getting to Columbus about 1 o'clock in the morning, get everything situated. Now we're ready to go, hopefully have a good teal hunt in the morning. Got in last night about 12 o'clock, tested everything, made sure the equipment's working. Probably went to bed around 1:30, but 5 o'clock right now. David Pruett gonna put us on some birds this morning. We're about to go meet him, and hopefully have a good teal hunt.
Well, if there's any teal in the area, surprise, they're gonna be woke up this morning.
Yeah.
They've got to move. Going to a spot, instead of hitting the prairies like everybody else, we're going to be the opposite. We're going to an area that's kind of off, about a mile from the river, where the crow flies. And from there, kind of secluded in the back around trees and stuff. It's kind of like a hideout spot, a loafing spot for the teal. You know, let everybody else shoot them on the prairies, and then they're going to come over here and try to find us.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
It's a plan. We're going to try something different.
Hey. What you can, all right?
Yep.
All right, we'll go ahead and follow you then.
We killed 17 in 5 minutes, so the birds were falling.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what to do.
I didn't make mine a hunting dog. Well, we got to the blind probably around 6:30 and we couldn't see a thing. The fog was dense and we thought after a while it'd burn off, but it stayed on us the entire time. Now, if you know anything about fog, you know that it's tough for waterfowl hunting. This kind of fog was all around us. We couldn't see 10 feet in front of us. There could have been birds on top of us, but we wouldn't have known. So even though it was pretty foggy, right when we got done setting up, we had one teal come in and slip in on us. Steve and I popped up. As it flew off, we put one in it. We had our first teal of the morning. Good boy, good boy. So the birds that we did have, they came right into the decoy, put right into the blind. So after a while, sun came out, burned a little fog off, more birds started working, and ended up having a pretty decent hunt. So later on throughout that morning, the fog started burning off. We had two teal come right in over us and work just like they're supposed to. There you go, come back all day. Yeah,
I'm glad you. I hit him, but you finished.
Yeah, I look over here and there's nothing but feathers. Somebody smoked them.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
Right here. This good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Where'd that other one go? On the road? Teal. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
We already got it.
He did. Oh, I didn't know it was that freaking close. I thought it was where that. Good boy.
Good boy.
Another blue wing. So even though the fall kind of put a damper on our hunt, it was still a good time. We still had a couple good shoots. We got to hang out with David. It was a good experience, a lot of knowledge, showed us how they set up, showed us their setup in general, their blinds, and later on that evening we even got to hang out with them in his office. We're with David Pruett here with Riceland Waterfowl Club, and David was good enough to let us get on some teal this weekend. David, how long have you been doing this?
This is my 42nd year. It started when I was 15.
So 41 years.
Yes, sir.
Now, since we've been out here, the two things I've noticed is structure and organization. Now, I've been a part of some clubs in the past, and that's one thing that was never an aspect when it comes to hunting clubs. So, how do you run your club, and what do the members get, or what do they benefit if they join your club?
By joining our club, you don't have to compete with guides. You know, going out and taking guided hunts first, and then members get nothing. You know, ours is a members only club. We're fair with everybody. We don't play favorites with anybody that's been here for, 5 or 6 years. I've known you 20 years, it doesn't matter. Every new member is treated just as fair as a guy that's been here forever.
That's good. Now, what about your property? How much property do you have for these members?
Oh man, we got about 30,000 acres spread out from west of Katy, Texas, all the way down to Palacios, Texas, and all the way west to Victoria.
Well, how long has this club been going on?
This part of this club is its 6th year. I closed down all my big lodges and stuff a while back to get away from the guiding only to a more relaxed atmosphere and trying to treat members as special, without running the guided hunts.
One thing that waterfowlers have a problem with is the lack of water sometimes. Texas has been known for droughts, especially the last 5 years. And when somebody wants to reserve duck holes or leases, they obviously can't tell the future. So with that being said, is there any type of security that these waterfowlers get with your waterfowl club?
Oh, by far. A lot of people have LCRA water canal system water. They shut off October the 15th. Well, if duck season doesn't start till first part of November, you've already got 2 to 3 weeks of your water drying up. And if you put a foot of water in there, you're going to get 6 inches of water going into the ground. You have 6 inches to hunt with, and now that water's pretty much gone, and you're done for the season. Then you're hoping for rain. We don't play that game here. We have water wells on all of our properties but one. Wow. So when the water goes down, we flip the switches on the electric wells, or we turn on the switches with the crank up the diesel motors, take out the 14-inch water wells, pumping out water at anywhere between 1,500 and 2,200 gallons a minute.
Wow, so over 30,000 acres and a guaranteed water source. That's right. That's hard to beat. Now, with that being said, what about your layouts and your type of hunting do you have? I know you've got some flooded fields, but there are also dry fields that are known for geese, and
oh, yes, sir.
There are other ponds, or is it just mainly flooded areas that you run with the canal system?
No, most people are duck hunters by far now. Goose hunting is too much work for the average guy. They don't have the expenses of buying the decoys. So what they do is they're duck hunters, and we have more places for duck hunting, far enough room for duck hunters and goose hunters at once with 40 groups.
What type of ducks are you pulling in here, or geese? I mean, is it a mixed bag, or?
Snows, specks, Ross geese, a few of the lesser Candas, the Hutchinsons, the Richardsons, but it's very few. Years ago we used to have a lot, but not anymore.
What about ducks?
Oh man, that can go from anything. We don't get a lot of mallards down here as they do up north. Pintails, green-winged teal, shovelers, gadwall, Weegian. 2 years ago we shot 23 different species of ducks on our club.
Wow, that's awesome. Can't beat that. So you got
Right.
ducks, geese, guaranteed water,
Right.
30,000 acres.
Sandhill cranes.
Sandhill cranes.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't see how you could beat that. We're here with David Pruett with Riceland Waterfowl Club. We had a great hunt this morning. I want to say thank you very much for letting us come out.
Yes, sir.
We got one more hunt tomorrow morning. Hope we get on some teal and we can close out the weekend. Now, after talking to David, I realized that this wasn't just your average waterfowl club. This guy lives for putting people on birds. So if you don't have a waterfowl club and you're looking for a spot, I'm telling you, this is your place. No matter where you're located, you are guaranteed to have a good time for waterfowl season here. And he proved his point. Later on that evening, he drove around, did a little scouting, made some phone calls, and he was determined to put us on some birds Sunday morning. And sure enough, we get out there and there are birds everywhere. There's gunshots to our left, gunshots to the right. It sounded like a war zone. Got him. Right, baby. Get him, get him, get him, get him. He's down. Remember that spot. Go. Take him. Yeah, baby. Big group. I got a big group come right over us. How many say about 10? And kind of high, but took a chance. Ended up knocking down 3. There. Boy. That a baby. Hey, if it's banded, it's mine. No. No, good shot. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, damn. Oh, baby. I don't think I got him, but hey, I'll take the credit. No, I'm just kidding. So after working a few birds and knocking a few down, we have this one single out in front of us who's beelining us, and it looks like it's literally going to cut our blind in half. He's dead. He's dead.
You hit him.
Yeah, baby. Oh. Heck yeah. He gave it up. He wanted in. So we ended up knocking the bird down, but I kept my dog back just because I didn't want it going out there because we had a bunch of birds working at the time. Kind of calmed down a little later. I got my dog, put him on that bird that we knocked down. And the way the blind's set up with the briar patch, the dog had to bring the bird back around us on the other side. Well, I went ahead and sent him. A couple minutes later go by, we're just sitting in the blind chit-chatting with the guys, and I hear him come through the water. Sure enough, Dave's like, yeah, he's got a blue wing in his mouth. Hey. So as Jersey brings me this bird, I look down and it's banded. I could not believe it. I don't know about you, but what a way to end your hunt. A banded teal. Got a band, baby. Hey, you saw it, you saw it. You saw it, we got a band, Dave. Heck yeah. That's right. Riceland Waterfowl Club. I can't thank David enough. We've came down here, he's treated us like his own, he's put us on birds, and the overall experience has been amazing. If this is what the season's gonna be like, I cannot wait to see what this year has to offer.